There's no other God before you. Hi guys, so I wanted to come and talk about your vision, yeah? And that your vision is so valid because God put it in you. Whatever you find coming out of you that is inspired by the Spirit, something that's coming out of your spirit is inspired by God, yeah? As long as He's the one dwelling in you. If it's something else or someone else, then that would mean whatever comes out is inspired by that. Yeah, that's the foundation. Anyway, so your vision is so valid, and today I just came from my walk, and just as I was stepping out of the car to go for the walk, I remembered, or I felt like I was reminded about a story my aunt used to tell all the time, especially to us kids, yeah. And she was among the first of her siblings to go to the city after her mom. And before she left for the city, and perhaps throughout her ages where she was dreaming, and imagining things, and I feel like for some people starts very early. She would sit up on a hill because her home was not far from Nairobi. Yeah, we come from a place called Gatondo. At least that's where my grandma was married. So she would sit up on a hill, and from that hill, she was able to see Nairobi. Okay, so the city lights and all of that. And that tells me that would be at night, right? So, because you're only able to see the lights at night, or a city at night, unless you're seeing the tops of the buildings, yeah? During daytime. I know that can also happen. That's valid. Okay, so I'm imagining sometimes she used to come out of her comfort zone, maybe step out of the fireplace where their grandma is telling them stories, or maybe they are alone in the house and she just steps away to go dream, to go fulfill her vision, build on it, satisfy that portion of her soul that desires this so much. And she would say, one day I will get there, and one day I will wear shoes. Because they didn't have shoes. I don't know why. Yeah, so her first shoes were, I think, Sandak. I don't know if you guys know Sandak. It's those plastic shoes, yeah? But she used to say, one day I will go there, and one day I'll get shoes and go there. I don't know which one came first, but she did make it. She did not only make it, she knew that if she goes there, she will be a success, yeah? And she did not only make it in Nairobi, but she made it in another city as well, yeah? I love that story of hers, and I love to know that there were dreamers, real passionate dreamers before us, because once she got to that city, she did everything she could. Yeah, she was a hard worker. Even when I knew her, when I was coming, into recognition of her and my surroundings, I knew she was a hard worker. She was so special. I liked being associated with her so much and being in her circles, but the divide was so huge. My God, it wasn't that easy to access her. Crazy thing. And I say this because of the kids who come before me and they feel like they can't access me. Yeah, because that is a true story. Crazy thing, our lives are so similar, and I think the divide allowed me to dream that much more, to want to be like her so much more, yeah? Maybe if I was too close, I wouldn't have felt that way. I would have normalized, yeah? Because familiarity breeds what? Contempt. When you see somebody's weaknesses, you're like, I no longer want to be like her. We see people who roll with big people and still, like they recognize the power, but the power that these people have, or the influence that these people have in the public, but they also know their weaknesses, yeah, in close quarters. I've seen people who've done exposés on celebrities, celebrities and all that, and they're like, nah. No, I don't want to be them. I don't want to be like that, yeah? So it's like your only mission was to serve this person but not be like them, and you're like warning everybody around you that no, you don't want to be around, like this person, yeah. But anyway, a dreamer will still dream because that's what that person is there for, to inspire others, yeah, who are very far from them, to want to be like them or want to get where they are. So I don't know what your dream is, but it's going to come true, yeah. And you wishing that you were close to the person that you wanna be like, just know that person is in your vision. And I'm talking about physical as well as spiritual vision, so that you can see them from afar. They've only come before your eyes so that you can see them from afar. We struggle so much to get close to the people, to our heroes, yeah. But sometimes that is all you're given so that you can dream. You understand? That is all she could see from that hill so that she could dream. I remember one time, because I have this dying wish to visit New York, yeah. And I've been so discouraged. Like, New York is not what you think. Oh, you'll be so frustrated. You'll have to do so much walking and all of that. But every time we drive by New York and I see the horizon, yeah, of New York City on the horizon, like what is it called? What's that city? the main city in New York, Manhattan. So I see Manhattan and all other, surrounding areas on the horizon. And that time, especially when you're coming back from, the inner states, and you're passing New Jersey, and you see the planes coming down over the Newark airport. And then just after that, with all the bridges crossing, I'm like a kid, right? With all the bridges and all that, and then you now begin to see the New York sky view. Lordy, who is gonna stop me from going? Okay, they managed to stop me, because one time I'd planned a trip and I even said I will take that helicopter ride, just to see New York from a bird's eye view. Every time we pass New York, I'm like, always wanted to visit New York. Do I want to stay? No, I just want to visit. Every all other offers I'm given do not include New York, yeah, except my son was telling me the other day to join them with friends. Of course, I wouldn't. But yeah, I just want to see New York. I know even Boston takes my breath away. People who go to Boston for work every day cannot relate. Every time I'm on a plane over Boston, I'm always taking videos. The last time I flew, there was somebody sitting at the window, and I was craning my neck so much just to see. It's not like I've not seen it before and been able to take a video. But this lady, whenever we, when we were taking off and when we were landing, she requested my phone so that she can video for me. I think she got it because she was also taking videos for herself, yeah. What I'm saying is, even though that sounds like a kiddie dream, your vision is valid. Write it today and you will watch it come to life. So this is another day at the park. I've been in a season where I've been sleeping in. I came here after 9:20. It's 10:16 now. Yeah, I've been in a season where I've been sleeping in. Every time I used to sleep in before, I would say, the day is gone. I no need to go to the park. But nowadays, I've learned from others in my house that you can still, wake up later and still get all the things you desire accomplished. So now I'm doing my parks later. I don't like it because there are so many people. But whenever I want to go to a park, but I've woken up later, I'm not saying late because I've earned these extra hours. Actually, sleep is such a blessing, man. To be knocked out until after 8, it sounds lazy, but when I have early mornings, I wish for, those later, risings, yeah. So yeah, this is a blessing, but I don't like that there's so many people. I used to love just it being a few people and the squirrels, but now it's like when you're walking or just enjoying the park a bit later, it's a lot of people, but it's okay still. Yeah, this just something about it. Some people are so inspiring. There are lots of people playing. There's a coach, coaching kids over there. People are playing tennis. Some are jogging. I'm actually looking at a lady who's passed me like 3 times, and she's been jogging the whole time, never stopping. Yeah, that tells you of her training and her ability and strength. Well, bye, guys.